Good morning, y'all. Listen, 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 listen. Listen, Linda, listen. As most people would say. Look, look, y'all. Stop letting people waste your time, okay? We're going into a new year, and I know it says in 2019, but you need to stop this today, okay? Stop this today, all right? Stop letting people waste your time. Stop letting people get over on you. Stop letting people use you as a stepping stool. Okay? You know when something is too high up in the cabinet and they pull out the little stepping stool and that's the only time they use it when they need to get something up too high. But other than that, don't nobody mess with that thing. They use you just only for what's beneficial to them. Other than that, they're going to leave you sitting over there in the corner. Okay? And I'm sorry, we drive, we go on our car talks, and it's already 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, something like that. And we're going to go get these little couple hours. Because this is for me too. This is for me. And this is what made me even think about this is because I had a conversation this morning. I tried to do a little dating this year, towards the end of the year. And you know, you meet people, and you meet people and they say one thing and then it just ends up being something else. People, and that's just a whole nother topic as far as dating, just dating anyway, period. But people will use you if you let them. And we have to take accountability for what we allow people to do in our life, okay? Because they wouldn't be able to do these things if we weren't allowing them to. We allow people to come into our life, okay? We believe that they have good intentions because that's what they say, but people will eventually show you. And honestly, what I have seen is that these days it doesn't take long for a person to show you. It doesn't even take that long. Like, it takes literally like a couple of conversations, maybe a couple of dates. Within about 14 days, you can pretty much tell. So, um, giving a person chances over and over and over again, allowing them to just kind of drag stuff on who they are. There is someone out here for everyone. I'm not necessarily talking about a soulmate, but I am saying that there is a person out here for every type of situation another person is looking for. If you're just only looking for a sex partner, there's someone out here that is okay with that. If you want a long-term relationship, if you want to work towards marriage, if you just want someone to help you out financially, there's someone out here for every scenario, for every type of situation a person is looking for. There's someone to fit that. The issue comes in when people purposely search out people that they know are not on the same wave they're on. If you know that a relationship and you only want a sex partner, why are you seeking me out? Because people want a certain person. They like how you look, they like how you talk, they like what you do. They like you. So they want to, but they don't like what you want. They're not on what you're on as far as wanting the same thing. So they want you to basically be okay with what they want. They want you to change your standards and they want to change your beliefs. See this, my arm is hurting. Okay, you guys start care about you. They'll start telling you all of this stuff, okay? And then, you let them back in and you're like, okay. And then it just ends up being the same thing a week later. So, just period, stop letting people waste your time. When people show you who they are, believe them. When people tell you what they want, believe them. Have those conversations. Be open. Don't just sit back and keep watching, because some people will be like, well, I'm just watching. Or, you may have known them before, so you've seen them in other types of relationships, so you know that they're in them. People are different with different people. He may just be in a different place in his life, or he may just not want what you want. He may just not want it with you. It's just all different reasons, but it's not, don't waste your time. Don't hold, but then they change it up when they see that you're upset. Don't go for that. Don't, no. Because it's just going to go right back to what it was. They're speaking from, they just want to keep you from being upset at that moment. Maybe they want sex. Maybe they want their date that night. They want you to spend the night that night, or whatever. Maybe they just don't want to hear it. So they're just going to say whatever, so just stop letting people waste your time. Don't go into this new year being okay with people using you for their benefit. No, hell no. There is somebody out here for exactly what you want. To take whatever a person offers. Because when people see that in you, when they see that you have standards, when they see that you cut that shit off right then, going back and forth with the person, you're not just letting shit drag out, they respect that. There's somebody out here watching you. Whether you know it or not, there is somebody watching you. They watch your post on social media to see if you're going back and forth with somebody. People watch you. It's not like the old dating when you meet somebody at the grocery store or you meet somebody out at the club and exchange numbers. I mean, yes, people still do that, but for the most part, people are on social media, and they pretty much already got an idea of the way you think. They already have an idea of who you are, and what you want out of life because, you post things on social media all the time, so they're already watching that before they even approach you. So if they're watching you already and they already have an idea of what you think or how you think and what you want as far as relationships, when those other ones who do want that, when when they watch, they're watching you and they're watching that you're not going for the bullshit, that's when you're going to attract that good man. That's when you're going to attract that man that's about something, that man that will respect you, that man that will love you. And same goes for men. There's women out here who watch you. They watch you, because you got so many men out here that post all this negative stuff about women or whatever, but you also have these men out here that post and are looking for love also and looking for something solid. So, but when they see, they're watching what type of women you deal with, who you're posting on your social media, if somebody's post complimenting every woman, you're known for being in women's inboxes and stuff. Women are watching you, but if they see you got that self-control, if they see you don't just go for any temptation, if they don't see that you're not just on everybody's post, every thirst trap, you're commenting, they're watching that, and it is attractive to see a man that practices self-control, that is about his business, that doesn't have to be in between somebody's legs just because, with no emotional attachment, no other type of goals. And I'm not saying that's all wrong either, because everybody's not ready for a relationship. Everybody doesn't want marriage, but it's just about being in those types of situations with the people who are okay with that, who, because there's men who don't want relationships, there's women who don't want relationships. Those are the people that should come together. It's the problem comes to when you got men seeking out women who want relationships and they know that they're not ready, or they know they don't want a relationship with her. So all I'm saying is, and it's not even all about relationships, you guys, like just life period. Stop letting people waste your time. If you're at a job, if you have a friend that she's just not never going nowhere in life, those type of people have an effect on you, and how successful you are with completing your goals and going further in life. Stop letting these people latch onto you just to use you for what they benefit from. They benefit from you in some way. Your job, that the more you do, but they don't want to pay you anymore. You know, your friends who just always want you to be there for every event, for just them, period, but they're never giving you that support. You know, other relationships, family members, they only come around, when they know that you got something going on. They know that they're going to get something out of the situation. Just anybody that's using you, stop letting people use you, because we talk about being used, being disrespected, being let down, being disappointed, but we have to take some accountability and of us letting people do that to us, because people will only do to you what you allow. And so if you are just allowing these people to just latch on to you, if you're allowing these people just to keep sucking the life out of you, I mean, that's just what they're gonna do until you cut it off. So we got to take some accountability this coming year. We have to detach ourselves from people who are just only using us for their benefit. If you got a guy, you're sleeping with him, you can't even call him if you got a flat tire. He can't take you to work if your car's in the shop. He wants the full access to you but won't pay your phone bill. Just all types of stuff. Like, only makes time when it's convenient for him. It's not like you can call upon him. Friends too. Friends who only come around or whatever when it's convenient for them. They're not going to go out of their way. So just that. And I haven't been so good of a friend, in the past couple of years, because I've had things going on. But what we got to understand is that's when having people, friends, and good relationships in our life, that's when it matters. When we can still have those relationships, and while we're going through things, when going through something doesn't change that. So that's something that I'm working on. Building relationships back up with my friends and my family, and just people that matter, people that will always be there. As far as relationships and dating and that sort of thing, I didn't really out of it too much, other than some experience and just seeing that dating is pretty much every man for themselves these days. And so yeah, so I'm just continuing on. I got things going on with my career just to solidify my career, and my kids that are growing up and on in high school, and just that's what my focus is pretty much. Just my procrastination doing things at the last minute and stuff like that. I got some things going on that I need to follow through on, and that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna focus my time on that. And if somebody good comes along, I hope so, but at the same time, I'm not looking for anything, because it just takes away from the things that are important. And you just got to make sure you're ready, because they're going to come across that good person, that good woman. During that time that you're single, you need to just, secure yourself and secure yourself in all areas that you want them to be secure in. Work on that career or that dream. If you are a good job and you're pretty stable there, work on that dream. Or, whatever, vice versa. If you've been working on a dream and it's not working out, get you work on getting a good job and being stable in that area. Work on those finances, different savings tips and investing, educate yourself on finances and, how to incur incomes without you having to be present all the time. Work on, self-care. Work on, keep your health going. Work on relationships with friends and family, you know. Um, commit to some hobbies or just build self up, build that happiness up within yourself. Be that person that you want to attract, because that's another thing we need to take accountability for. These people come in our lives and they waste our time, and we go over and over and over again. It seems like we keep on meeting the same person or going through the same thing. It's just a different person. But we have to understand that we do attract what we portray. A lot of times we attract, you know part of what we are, so we got to look in the mirror and we got to get ourselves together, and then we will attract those people that we want. But yeah, so I'm gonna get off of here because I'm gonna go into work and get these couple hours out the way, and that's what we need to do. And so love you guys. I'll talk to you next time.